Very good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Very good evening. Thank you for taking out the time to join us today. Whether you are a teacher, parent, school leader, or someone exploring a career in early childhood education, I'm delighted to have you here today. Before we begin, I'd like to know who all are there in the room. Teacher, parent, school owner, student, or career changer.
Ma'am, teacher.
Great. Looking to upskill.
Parent also, ma'am.
Yes. Wonderful.
I'm a teacher.
Yes,
I am a teacher.
Okay. Teacher, parent, two teachers, parent.
principal,
Pardon?
principal,
Principal. Wonderful.
Teacher.
Great. I'm glad to have
Good evening, everyone.
everyone.
I'm also
Very
a
good evening.
teacher.
You're also a teacher, Bhavna. So thank
Yes,
you
ma'am.
everyone for being here. And today's session, I'll tell you beforehand, is not about memorizing Montessori terminology at all. It's about understanding, why Montessori education continues to inspire education even after more than 100 years of Montessori. And by the end of this webinar, I hope you'll understand not only what Montessori education is, but why it remains relevant in today's world. And if you have any queries or questions, please note them down for yourself, and at the end of the webinar, I'll address them all. Okay, about up educators. Up Educators has academic partnership with Google for Education, Cambridge, MEPSC, Skill India, STEM.org, Skills for Innovation, OTHE, NASCOM, OTHM. We are India's leading institute, to offer instructor-led training courses for educators, equipping them to teach using modern tools which are relevant in the 21st century. Having trained more than 25,000 plus educators from 9,000 plus schools and colleges, many of which you can see on your screens. Trained teachers from around 25 countries. We are one of the largest, education community on social media. Second. So if you would like, you can always join Up Educators on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. As you can see on the screen, this is our rating at Google reviews. From time to time, Up Educators organizes international Olympiads, which are subject-wise Olympiads. These are International Prime Teachers Olympiads. Please mute yourself. English Teachers Olympiads, Science Teachers Olympiads, Pre-Primary, Maths and Digital Teachers Olympiads. These Olympiads have received tremendous media coverage from the leading dailies as well as channels. From time to time, Up Educators invites expert voices in education, and whoever is doing this course, they get to listen into them. These are our National Teaching Award winners. A few of the Up Educators initiatives in partnership with Google for Education. Up Educators has launched the largest nationwide AI training program to upskill 10,000 plus educators across India in AI literacy and practical classroom use of AI tools. We all know these are the need of the hour, and Up Educators has taken the lead over here. It also partners with Google for Education to train 20,000 plus faculty and students across India, building AI-ready campuses, which are aligned with NEP 2020, meaning they help the campuses get up to date. It has built India's first offline AI platform, Up Educate AI, designed for teachers, students, and parents. In association with NASSCOM Future Skills Advanced AI course for educators, has been accredited by the Ministry for Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. In collaboration with Google, Up Educators will train 20,000 teachers across India on information literacy. And these are the few popular courses which are offered by Up Educators. We have Google Certified Educator courses, Google Certified Trainer courses, AI courses for educators, Advanced AI course for educators. And not only these courses on pedagogy, we have Cambridge International Certificate and Diploma, Innovative Teaching Practices course, Instructional Design courses, courses to become future ready with STEM education. Then in early childhood, we have Early Childhood Care and Education course, Nursery Teacher Training course, and the Montessori Teacher Training course. For more details on these courses, you can always go to www.upeducators.com and have a look. Up Educators has taken the initiative to launch the first AI platform for educators. Now, this platform enables us, all modern educators, with, to work smarter with AI. I know everyone uses AI these days, but we usually use it like Google. So here we learn how to use it and make the most of it for our lesson plans, for activities and games, for content, questions and assignments, subject-wise tools, and board-wise tools. So 2,000 plus educators have become Google certified with us. Now, having said that, this was about Up Educators. Now let's move on to Montessori. Do you recognize the person on your screen?
Yes, ma'am. Elon Musk.
Okay, what do you know about him? Who is Elon Musk? Anything you know about him?
Ma'am, he's founder of Tesla.
Yes.
And world's richest person.
World's richest person. Yes. That's what I was looking for. But then, why are we talking about him here in this webinar? Yes, we know he is the CEO of Tesla. He's the CEO and chief engineer of SpaceX, founder of Boring Company, co-founder of Neuralink, and the owner of Twitter. But he's also famous for one more thing. He has a very large family. Does anyone know he has 14 children? Elon Musk has 14 children. He is famous for one more thing, his very large family. So most of us know him as an entrepreneur, innovator, and one of the most influential business leaders. But many people do not know is that he eventually became dissatisfied with conventional education and schooling and explored alternative educational approaches for his children. And he has also opened up his own Montessori school. Now, this is not a webinar about Elon Musk, but his story raises a very important question for us. If some of the world's most innovative thinkers are rethinking education, then what qualities are they looking for in children, right? So perhaps they are looking beyond marks and examinations. They're looking for creativity, problem solving, adaptability, resilience, independent thinking. According to you, what is the most important quality children need for the future?
Skills.
Okay, very good. Anyone else?
Creative mind.
Creative mind. Twinkle?
Ma'am, children need focus, also determination, and
Yes.
apart from that, vocational skills they are very
Yes.
necessary these days.
I totally agree with you. Thank you. I can't take everyone. Just to take
Practical
take it.
learning.
Pardon?
Practical learning.
Practical learning, certainly. So now not only Elon Musk, but other famous people in the world, like the owner of Amazon and the co-owners of Google, like Larry Page, Sergey Brin, Jeff Bezos, they are all what they had one thing in common. They were all Montessori school students. So they were Montessori alumni. And not only these, closer home, have you heard of George Clooney, Princess William and Harry? They are all also Montessori school alumni. And closer home, Indira Gandhi and many Bollywood children like Amir Khan's son and many more. Okay? They are all Montessori school students. So why we are talking about all of them here today is because education today is facing a very interesting challenge because information is everywhere and children can have they can access facts within seconds. Do we agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Everything is there at a click available. But the real challenge is helping children think, question, create, and solve problems. So this is where Montessori education becomes particularly relevant. Because when we look at organizations driving innovation today, we notice a common thread. They value what? They value curiosity, they value experimentation, they value people who can learn independently. So interestingly, all these are qualities which Montessori classrooms actively nurture from a very young age. So this leads to an important question about the global expansion of Montessori education. This tells us, whatever we are talking now or discussing now, tells us that Montessori has had a global expansion. Okay? Everywhere, and all the famous people in the world are Montessori school alumni and their children. With 15,763 schools in 2022 itself, spread across 154 countries, and this number has risen a lot. It is one of the fastest growing preschool education methods in the world, right? That's why we are all here today as well. And this demand has been growing at a 50% growth rate in the last 10 years. So why is this demand of Montessori education increasing across the world? We are going to talk about it in detail. However, we first need to know about the person behind it. Who was Maria Montessori? Maria Montessori was born in a small province in Italy in August 1870 at a time which was very conservative for girl students. Okay. Girls had limited access to education. They had access to education, but very few streams were open for them. It was thought that it was appropriate that girls only, study to become teachers or nurses. At such a time, Maria Montessori was a person who was determined to become a doctor. So, of course, she met with a lot of resistance, but she persevered and eventually she became one of the first female doctors in Italy in 1896.
1896.
1896, yes. She was born in 1870. So just imagine Montessori has been there around since then. Okay. Any other system, if you think about it, most of them last 5 years or at the most 10 years, and then something else takes its place in the fast changing world. But Montessori has been there around for more than 100 years and still going strong, even stronger than ever, I would say. Going back to Maria Montessori, now since she was female, she became the first female doctor in Italy, and she had opted for pediatrics specialty, and under that she had taken up psychiatry. So she could treat special needs children. However, because she was a girl, she did not get opportunities to treat people in the urban areas. So she had to treat such children only in the slum areas or the rural areas. But many of you would be thinking, then how this shift happened from medicine to education? If she was a doctor, then how did it lead to the Montessori method of education? Maria Montessori, all through her journey to becoming a doctor, had various observations and experiences which told her something within her heart that she was meant to do something else. When she was working, as an apprentice along with her mentor after having done like it happens, when we study medicine, then we have to intern for a while. So that is what she was doing. And she used to visit asylums along with her mentor. There, special needs children were kept chained, and not only kept chained, derogatory names were used for them. On one such visit, you know, uh, during lunch hour, their chains were opened. And Maria Montessori was very observant by nature. She saw that, in spite of having the fill of their food, they were no longer hungry. There were some crumbs lying on the floor. The children were playing with those crumbs. This kind of experiences, not one, but many in different areas, told her that these children were in this condition due to an impoverished environment. They craved movement. So this became the basis of her method. She concluded that with the right materials, these young minds could be nurtured, which led her to develop an educational method which focused on the optimal stimulation during childhood's sensitive periods. Now, many would ask, what are sensitive periods? Sensitive periods are those windows of opportunity in a child's life when they are particularly focused towards one aspect of the environment in exclusion to everything else. For example, when a child starts walking, you will see child walks the entire day. Have you seen children when they learn to walk, they are always walking. They don't sit down like us who walk when we just need to. You can see them climbing up the stairs, coming down, or walking from here till there all day. It is nature's way of pushing them to perfect walking. Similarly, when they talk 19 to the dozen. They keep talking, and other activities also. So these windows, and these are temporary windows. They don't last forever. So during these windows, there is an opportunity of perfecting that particular skill which they are focusing on. Now, Maria Montessori made that understanding the foundation of a method. She co-founded the Orthopedic School in 1899. She passed as a first female doctor in 1896. After that, because she was interested in children and wanted to do something there, she went back to college for 2 years to do various other courses like anthropology, philosophy, psychology for 2 years. And then eventually, she co-founded an orthopedic school along with another doctor. There, she taught children with disabilities using her hands-on sensory-based tools, which she had developed based on her understanding. Here, she witnessed incredible progress, even better than normal students. When these children, special needs children, who had used these tools which Maria Montessori had designed, these children, when tested at par with normal children, fared almost like them or sometimes even better than. Now, this led to another thought in our mind that if these children can do so well with these methods, then what is holding back our normal children? So that is how the shift happened from physician to educator, scientist. So she realized that the special needs education techniques actually could benefit all children. So this is how it happened, that now it sparked an interest in her to be able to work with normal children, typical children, not special needs children. And she was working as a director of hygiene in a slum area. So there, in that slum area, labor class families used to live. And we know what happens with labor class families, that both mother and father go to work to be able to put food on the table. Both have to work. And there is no one left at home to supervise young children. So these young children were causing mischief, harming each other, causing harm to buildings, and all that was happening over there. It was a slum area and unattended children and all that. So the organizers of the area, developers of the area, they decided that, they should do something so that There should be someone who should take care of these children, like we give it names like a daycare or creche or a place where these children can be minded. And they had heard that Maria Montessori was looking for such an opportunity. She was there in that area only. She was working as a director of hygiene because she was a doctor. So they approached her to find a constructive way to engage the children. Now, Maria Montessori was a very illustrious doctor and her methods were becoming really popular. In fact, her friends laughed at what she wanted to get into. But she was so keen to work with, normal children that she readily took up this opportunity. And what seemed like a social challenge now became a turning point. It was her first chance to apply her ideas to typical meaning normal children in the real life settings. That is how the first children's house opened in San Lorenzo in Rome in 1907. It was called Casa di Bambini. Casa means house or home. Bambini means children in Italian. It meant the house of children. Here she brought her specially designed few materials she had from her earlier experiments with the special needs children. So she started working with the children with those methods. Now the government had not given her anything substantial. It was just a large room, probably one study table and a cupboard. That's it, nothing else. And she had her own these tools, few tools which she brought. And many of her rich friends, thinking that she was going to deal with slum children and they were not exposed to many toys, they gave her their own good quality used toys, expensive ones, to keep there. She brought those also. And that is how it started. But this, her stint at the children's house became really popular. The results were phenomenal. These children who had not seen discipline at all became focused, independent, and even began reading and writing. It became so famous that, illustrious and well-known people from all over the world actually came to see what phenomenon was at play over there. What was happening over there that these children were becoming disciplined. People wanted to come, heads of state, ambassadors, they would come and see what was going on over there. It became so popular. Now, the method was born not from any theory, but careful observation and proof. How? Because Maria Montessori just came with a few tools and toys, nothing else. Now, here, when she was working with children, she saw their interests and needs, she observed them, and then she kept on modifying her tools to suit their needs. She kept on removing whatever was no longer serving the purpose, and she kept on adding which she felt was needed for these children. That is how the method kept growing. She did not come with a set method. She just had a few tools. Everything else she developed after she observed the children at the children's house. And not once, because she was herself a scientist and a doctor. So she observed them various times when she felt that, okay, this was what was supposed needed to be done here, what needed to be brought in here, she brought in that. And whatever all those tools and equipment which the children were not using, she tried to motivate them a few times, but they were still not using at all. She removed all of that. Anything stagnant was removed from the environment. That is how the method kept growing, because it was born out of careful observation and proof. And that is why we have it even today. Now, India also has a role to play in Maria Montessori's journey. The method spread and schools opened up in Italy and then all over Europe. And then in 1914, the method went to America. In short, you can say it became popular all over the world. In 2 decades, it became popular all over the world. Montessori schools mushroomed everywhere all over the world. It was so famous. Maria Montessori would train teachers. She would give them teacher training courses, and they opened up in other countries and cities and so on and so forth. However, we know that in the 1930s, it was a time of world wars. And in Italy, there was Mussolini. So Mussolini also heard about the method, and he approached the teachers that he wanted to use it for his book. When they refused, he ordered the shutting down of all the Montessori schools. So the schools shut down. In fact, Maria Montessori had to flee not only Italy, but also, UK. She fled Europe and she came to India in 1939. She stayed in India till 1946 for 7 years. And here is Here it led to the birth of cosmic education. Now, has anyone heard of the term cosmic? Would anyone want to know or tell us what do you understand by cosmic?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, please.
Cosmic is related to coming from universe or related to with the universe.
Thank you. Thank you, Priya. Cosmic is a term which is taken from universe, space, solar system, all that. But the connection here is, yes, in with regards to universe only, that with regards to the interdependence of the universe. Now, every living organism in the universe has a cosmic task and we are all interdependent. Do you agree? In some way or the other, right?
Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
give you a simple example. Plants give out oxygen, which we consume, right? Example of interdependence. Bees
Yes,
collect
ma'am.
nectar, but they never consume it themselves.
Yes, ma'am.
Cows graze fields to satisfy their hunger, but in turn, they leave the fields fertile. So that is their cosmic task. So every living organism in the universe has a cosmic task. Maria Montessori recognized the same in human beings, and she felt that the child is also a cosmic agent. She saw that the current education system was not fulfilling its purpose because there were wars, there was hostility, there was jealousy, there was competition. People were not seeing eye to eye. That's why it led to wars. So she felt that the path of the education system needs to be changed. That is why uh, cosmic education was introduced, and India has a big role to play over here. In 1939, she came to India with her son Mario, and she stayed here for 7 years. Here she has trained over 1,500 teachers. She lived in Kodaikanal. She developed cosmic education for ages 6 to 12, fostering a sense of wonder, responsibility, and connection to living things. Here she also met Gandhi, Nehru, and Rabindranath Tagore, and she was deeply moved by Indian spirituality and values. She was a spiritual person herself. She was Catholic, but her stay in India has a role to play because she has written various books after leaving India. And we would like to believe that India had a role to play over here. So India shaped Montessori's global vision of education as a peace tool for peace, purpose, and planetary harmony. It was a legacy which changed the entire world because the method which actually began with children who were marginalized, meaning special needs, eventually that same method transformed education for all. She has trained thousands of teachers across Europe, India, and America. She has inspired a global movement over 100 countries. Maria Montessori was nominated thrice for the Nobel Peace Prize for her work on education as a path for peace and progress. She was not won for awards, but her fans were, and they got her nominated thrice, although she hasn't won it. Maria Montessori passed away at the age of 82 in 1952. And thereafter, the baton of her work was taken over by her son, Mario Montessori, who worked till he was 82 himself. So it led to the birth of Montessori education, which is a revolutionary approach to learning. Now, I'm sure you would like to know how it is different from traditional learning. What do you know about traditional learning?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, traditional learning in early days, people used to send their children to gurukuls, basically. And then,
Yes.
ma'am, it shifted to some other schools, like also there were gurus. Then, ma'am, some other systems also developed. But, ma'am, earlier the focus was to give them some training like Guru Mantra and everything. Then schools came, and ma'am, then matlab upgradation happened. And through these decades, ma'am, then likewise you discussed Montessori came, and there were many teachers many techniques that were introduced, but earlier the main focus was on Gurukul.
Thank you.
Ma'am, shall I?
Then yes, please. Yes.
Yeah, in traditional method, it is like a teacher-centric. Montessori is hands-on activities and experiential learning, especially focused on experiential learning.
Thank you. Thank you. So I agree with both of you. Twinkle, you know, traditional learning, the one which you are talking about, the Gurukuls, is
Yes,
actually the
ma'am.
beginnings of Montessori,
Yes, ma'am.
right? That was the original, Montessori method. Whatever Montessori believes in, that was happening in the Gurukuls during Rabindranath Tagore's times.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
were one of the few beginning Montessori schools, I would say. So
Yes.
now that we understood how Montessori education emerged, let's explore what actually makes it different from the conventional approaches. Just like Varalakshmi has told us that, traditional teaching is more teacher-centric, whereas
Yes, ma'am.
Montessori is more child-centric or experiential.
Child-centric.
Usually it is a myth, and people sometimes assume that Montessori is just a collection of materials. It is not a brand of materials. It is not at all. Montessori is more an attitude and an approach. You can be a Montessorian in a place or school where there are no Montessori materials with your approach and attitude
Yes,
towards
ma'am.
children, right? So materials are, yes, they are an important part of the much larger philosophy about how children learn and develop. Materials help a lot. Materials help prepare that environment which leads to the children's holistic development. But at the heart of it all is the attitude and approach, meaning the Montessori philosophy. So as I will discuss the next slides, I would meanwhile invite you to reflect on your own experiences as learners and ask yourself which approach resembles your own schooling and which approach would you choose for your child today. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now this is, let's watch this for a little while. This video.
Let us have a quick recap of what we are learning, children. Yes, we are learning simple additions. What are these, children? Mangoes. And how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. With one hand, I have 4 mangoes. And in another hand, I have 4 mangoes. If I add them together, how many do I get? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes.
Okay.
So what did we do?
This is an important example of traditional learning. Nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with this, right? We have studied in this method. We are doing fine.
Yes, ma'am.
However, the traditional teaching methodology primarily engages 2 senses. Which 2 senses are engaged here?
Yes, ma'am.
Hearing and
Sight.
visual sense.
Visual.
Hearing and
Yes,
sight. So through what? Through lectures, through textbooks reading and listening to the teacher. So these are the 2 main senses which
Basically
yes,
TLM use, teaching learning
yes,
method.
yes, teaching learning method is used here.
Yeah.
So auditory and visual senses are primarily used. Now let us look at this method. So it is a multi-sensory approach where the
All
5
sense
senses
organs
are,
are
all
used.
senses are
yes,
being
ma'am.
used.
Yes.
Yes, it is not possible to have all 5 senses to be used in one activity, but in some activities they can be used. So meaning more and more senses are being engaged.
Basically they are using their brain.
Yes, because senses are the keys to the
Connected with brain.
universe and explorers of the world. With the help of the senses, they are exploring the world and developing their brain.
More
It
than
is
2
leading to
senses, and they
intellectual
are
development.
using.
Pardon?
More than 2 senses they are using
More than
in
2
one
senses they are
activity.
using, certainly. So here in this particular activity, the child was using 3: tactile
Yes,
sense, visual sense, and auditory sense.
auditory
Yes,
sense.
ma'am.
Yes.
So such a multi-sensory approach has various benefits. Children, it leads to improved academic performance. They have long-term retention. Things which you touch with your hands, you retain for
Yes, ma'am.
longer, right? Let's say now let's say you like cooking, okay? And if you read a recipe or if you cook the recipe, with with which method are you likely to retain it more? By reading the recipe or cooking the recipe,
No, ma'am. When we cook,
Cooking. By
definitely then
cooking.
we
right?
Yes.
Similarly,
retain more
children
things.
also
Yeah.
retain things by doing. So
Yes.
exploring, touching with their hands, it gives them their muscle memory. The body has its own memory and retains the information for longer time. So it builds memory. Long-term retention is there. They develop emotionally. It develops empathy and interpersonal skills. Doing things with their own hands tells them about their own strengths and weaknesses. They discover their own strengths and weaknesses. No one has to tell them.
So, ma'am, it's
Then
experiential learning
What
basically.
remembering last long.
it lasts long, certainly.
Mm.
So there are higher order thinking skills, problem solving, critical thinking, decision making, all of that. The learning approach also differs. In traditional, you will see it is more teacher-led, textbook-based. Here, child-led, exploratory, hands-on. Same pace for the entire class here, but here there is individual pace. Because children
Yes.
are passing through different sensitive periods. They can't, all the children cannot be passing through the same sensitive period at one time. So the pace is individual. The teacher's role also then takes a different dimension.
It's a
Instead of being an
differentiate.
instructor and
Yes.
authority figure, she is the guide and observer. She has a very important role. It doesn't mean teacher doesn't have a role. However, she observes and she intervenes and guides where it is necessary. Otherwise, she lets them be independent. The classroom setup also differs. Here it is more, desks in rows, more intimidating. Children don't have freedom to move about. But here, there are mixed age groups, self-chosen activities, and a prepared environment. Anyways, early years children especially are not meant to. Their bodies are not supposed to sit on chairs and tables for long hours. Learning materials also differ as a result because the approach is different. You will see instead of abstract concepts delivered through textbooks and worksheets, here we have materials which are concrete, and by just playing and working with them, children get abstract concepts like, big and small, like rough and smooth, hot and cold, so on and
Yes, ma'am. Basic comparisons we can.
true. Yes. Therefore, the style of assessment also differs. Instead of regular tests, grades, and standardized assessments are there, but they are formative and continuous. Because children, young children, you cannot decide today might be in the mood to perform for a test. So you have to keep on observing them every day and then analyze your test over a period of time. Because there might be phases when, there's a week when they don't focus much on anything, due to something going on at home. Right? Mummy not well at home, or, birth of a
Daily
sibling,
they can improve.
right?
Yes.
So you have to observe them over a long period of time and then come to any conclusion. The focus of education is also different. In traditional, it is more focused on academic achievement and subject completion, whereas here it is holistic. Now,
Mm.
when we talk of holistic, just think of a building. A building has 4 pillars. If any of these pillars is weak, the building is likely to be weak and may crumble. Similarly, our personality has 4 pillars: physical, mental, social, and emotional. If any of these pillars is weak, the personality is weak. So this method caters to the child's holistic development, which is needed for the modern times. Now, I'm sure you would like to know how these teaching practices are successful or suitable for the modern times or the 21st century. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what are 21st century skills? 21st century skills are those set of skills or abilities or competencies which children need to succeed in this rapidly changing world. We see how the world has changed so rapidly. We have AI now in everything, right? And these skills, these 21st century skills go beyond traditional academic knowledge, and they focus on preparing them for real life challenges. I'm sure you must have heard many fancy terms in education, also in schools, also in corporate and other areas, like the 3 C's, the 4 C's, STEM education, STEAM education. Have you heard these terms?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So Montessori has the answer to all of this, although it comes from more than 100 years ago. Now, what are the 21st century skills we were talking about? Like self-control, self-direction or autonomy, problem solving and critical thinking, creativity, socio-emotional development, collaboration and communication, global citizenship and respect for diversity. Now, how
Ma'am,
does Montessori? Yes, please.
in fact, the children need to be very much tech pro also these days.
Yes. Yes. These days,
Gadget
they cannot be
friendly.
behind in that also. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
But
They
then
need to love
how
the
to
gadgets
introduce,
also.
how much to introduce, in what form to
Yes, ma'am.
introduce, so that they're not overstimulated, they're not overwhelmed. That's also
Yes,
very
ma'am.
important.
Crucial part here.
Yes. So children choose their work here and they complete it at their own pace, which in doing so, they learn to manage their impulses and focus. I'll give you an example. Here, the children have the freedom to choose their work, but they have the freedom according to their skills. And also, all of the choices are good and positive. They're just variations of each other. That is why we can give them the freedom. So when they choose them, meaning when child makes their own decision, they develop their will. Will development is decision plus action. You make your own decision, you act on it, meaning you also face its consequences. So when children pick up, choose work, do it, and return. So this repeated process of pick, choose, do, return, choose, do, return, choose, do, return develops in children the work ethic. Their will develops. They bring their impulses under control and obedience develops. This is not that kind of obedience which comes from fear or being scared of the teacher. I'll give you an example. Yes, Yashashri, you want to ask something? You have something to say? Okay. So I'll give you an example from our own life. Let's say you are standing on a red light. Okay. And there's no policeman. You know that there's not going to be a challan, but you still don't jump the red light. You want to follow the rules. You will go only when the light becomes green. That is the kind of obedience and self-control these children will have. This is the impact of the environment and the work they are.
Good evening.
Welcome to the Discovery School in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Today,
Then there is, again, like I said, self-control develops like this. Sorry.
take a
Good
look.
evening. Sorry
There is
for
self-direction
interrupt.
or autonomy. Learners choose their activities based on their interests and work independently and set their own pace, meaning they discover their own strengths and weaknesses by just engaging in that work. And the work is such, the materials are such that they guide them to go in the right direction. If they do something wrong, they will discover that they are not doing it correctly and they will try to do it better the next time. Yes, Twinkle?
Ma'am, in this way, they also develop some kind of, matlab if we are choosing our own methods, then we also develop some kind of accountability. So this
Certainly.
is,
Yes, I agree with you.
yes, ma'am.
Because they learn to face the consequences. They
Yes,
become
ma'am.
responsible. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So instead of control, accountability also develops.
Yes. So in fact, these children become better suited for even the formal schools after having done Montessori. There are many people who question whether if we give them a Montessori environment till the age of 6, then what will happen when they go to formal schools in class 1. So in fact, the environment of a Montessori school is so real that they are better suited to adjust to the formal school environment than even traditional children. Yes, class 1 is always a challenge. It's a challenge for even traditional students. It is something, it suddenly a big class and, a formal school environment. That's always there a couple of months. But these
Yes,
children
ma'am.
are better suited for the environment. And they just, in a matter of fact manner, they just settle in that environment. It's not that they have to keep on studying Montessori forever, in the Montessori method forever.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Hello.
Yes.
Sorry
Yes,
for
Sushmita.
interrupting. Ma'am, I just have one query.
Mm-hmm.
We talk a lot about experiential learning and all those things, ma'am. But actually, ground reality, what I have seen, that okay, fine. In the lower classes, we do a lot with the playway method and experiential and this and that and many things. But when it comes to the high school and the furthermore, we find that it comes to pen and paper, ma'am, somewhere or the
Yes,
other.
I agree with you.
Ultimately, it comes to pen and paper.
Yes, I totally agree
Somewhere,
with you.
no,
And
no,
ma'am,
no,
one
no,
more thing.
not in somewhere, in all areas.
Yes.
High schools are prefer
Yes,
only
Yes.
pen and
However,
paper.
however, what
Ma'am,
I would
I
like
would
to,
ma'am,
also like to add
yes,
something.
yes, please.
I believe it's more of pen and paper concept because of the fact that then our focus moves from learning to the completion of the syllabus, coping up with the current scenario. This is the thing.
it's
But
Yes.
we
it's
need
really
to change our mindset, and we need to means
really-
I mean
huh.
that these methods shouldn't, and with the Montessori should even continue in the higher classes also. At times
Ma'am,
we can give them their
Certainly, if the
choices.
method is experiential in the higher
Yes,
classes, it
ma'am.
would be great. It would be great.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
having said that, we will talk about whatever we have around us. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we cannot create
Huh.
Montessori schools for higher classes.
No,
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
ma'am.
So
Mhm.
how do these children fit in? That's what I want to say.
Yes,
That
yes.
at this age, the children want experiential, they want experiences, and they retain these experiences. So when in the higher classes they work with pen and paper also, then they can whatever they are reading, or whatever is being told to them in a linguistic manner by words, now they are able to relate it to the experiences which they already have as a foundation. Okay,
Okay.
so in the beginning, if you start with those words, that means nothing. If the teacher writes a word on the board and says this is one, this is a square, okay, this it has
Hmm.
four sides and all sides are equal, means nothing to the child. The
Yes,
child
ma'am.
has a capability of
Right,
ability of rote learning and he will learn. Okay,
right.
but if he is shown a square and it is there around him, he can touch it, he can feel it, he can see from all sides, then he
Yes,
Mhm.
understands
ma'am.
it's a square. Okay, now
Okay,
having
ma'am.
understood it, when he goes to class 4 or 3 and then he is told what is a square, he has very good understanding of what it is.
Yes, he has
Then he
those
doesn't need.
memories of the past. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is
That
why
will
in
add
the
on
early
to
years it
his
is
new
very important.
experience. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
but one more thing, ma'am, just to interrupt in between. One more thing. Ma'am, we teach everything to the children,
Hmm.
like be it Montessori or in whichever classes they are. But ma'am,
Hmm.
what about the life skills, ma'am? When the real challenges of life come, ma'am, many children succumb to the situations.
Montessori
Many
has
children.
a key area of life skills, practical life skills. It is one of
Okay,
the
ma'am.
key areas in Montessori which very few methods I've heard of anywhere which they have. Here
Okay,
we have
ma'am.
real life lessons of, you know, handling things, working with, tying the shoelaces, cleaning up, spooning, eating on their own, and, social grace and courtesy, saying please and
So,
thank you,
ma'am, they
excuse me, may I, pardon me. So, yes, there is a lot of focus on life skills and social
also, ma'am,
grace.
ADLs, they are also like
Just
to
add
get
one
used
thing,
to
ma'am.
ADLs also, activities of daily living.
So let's address the questions at the end,
Okay, ma'am.
right? Please note down, and I'm here only. All the questions will be addressed.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
socio-emotional
Thank
skills are developed through, mixed age grouping. Here, let's say there's a class of 3 to 6 year old children. So the older ones will help the younger ones, and the younger children learn a lot from their older counterparts, even more than what they learn from adults. Sometimes when they are struggling with something, older child will pass by and fix them up a bit. And that's the nudge they need to go on. So it leads to a very healthy environment of no competition and support, as though they are living and existing in a mini society, and learning to share, learning to compromise, learning to negotiate, all that. Then when we initiate the children into work, we always give them very few presentations or demos. And then the materials are open-ended, so they explore on their own. They perfect it first, and then they explore different ways of working with it, which leads to creativity. Let's say you've taught them to make a tower. Now, after making the tower, they start making stair patterns with it. And then they combine various materials and make something and call it the Burj Khalifa or the Qutub Minar. That is their own creativity. And there's a lot of scope for creativity here. There is collaboration and communication due to the environment itself. And of course, last but not the least, there is global citizenship and respect for diversity. Due to the cosmic curriculum which Maria Montessori developed, which has a holistic approach, an integrated approach in which botany, zoology, geography, and history are studied together. So the classroom celebrates diversity and it becomes an example for inclusion. The teaching aids or materials themselves are also very unique. They encourage independent learning, they enhance problem-solving skills, refine the sensory perception, and also boost STEM readiness. STEM means science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So there is scope for all of them in the materials itself. There is concrete to abstract learning and preparation for future careers. These are all research-based findings. I'm not going to read them for you, just they're on your screen. All these statistics tell us how these children perform better than the other children. They perform better at tasks which require more planning, organization, flexible thinking. They have social emotional skills. And these children, scored 15 to 20% higher in cognitive tests than other children. They are more settled and adaptable, and they have 25% fewer behavioral issues because all the, anxiety is addressed by their attachment to work. Now, I'm sure you all are here to explore what is there in this method for you. Many of you have said that you are teachers. You also said that you are a parent, right? So let's explore these roles for. First and foremost, it can help you get a job as a preschool teacher. Okay, there are many who would be wanting to, because there are so many Montessori schools around us, even if they are pure Montessori or they are hybrid schools, still they are looking for Montessori teachers only, right? In fact, even if the school is not Montessori, they look for Montessori teachers because they have a lot more information. They are in fact overqualified for a preschool job than other teachers. So, and this course offers our courses offer deeper understanding of child development and more effective ways to support learning. Yes, there are all those tools which normal teachers use, which you make your own materials and resources and in addition, you have a whole set of materials here which help the child's holistic development. So it makes
Excuse
a
me,
Montessori
ma'am.
teacher's job much more easier. Yes?
I just had a question.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, right now we are listening, we are taking up the training from your side. But
Okay.
after this training, can we also train others with the same material? Like, can
Yes,
we
why not?
also, yeah.
Yes, you
So
can.
after getting certified from here, is
You
there
can become a
anything
Montessori
else we
trainer. You
need to
can
get
become a
trained?
Montessori teacher. Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes,
is
a
there
training
anything
institute
else I
might
need
want you to
training
give
in?
a short training of their own also, but yes, it is an essential qualification for that also. Sorry, please go
Yeah,
ahead.
means apart from this, anything, any other courses are required for us to train people for Montessori? Or
You
this is
need
the only
experience.
course?
You need experience with children.
Yeah, that is there.
No other courses are required.
Only this much is required.
This is complete course to become a trainer.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So, getting a job as a preschool teacher is the first and foremost. Many of you would be looking for that. Then, if you're already working in a preschool and you want to upgrade yourself, upskill yourself, let's say your school is bringing in a Montessori lab and you want to pitch in for the role of the in charge of that lab, or maybe your school wants to bring in Montessori materials and they want all their teachers to upgrade or upskill. So it can help you in that role also. Then there are many who would want to, like here also, there are many who are parents, because Montessori education might be expensive and probably not nearby wherever you are living. So many parents would like to do this course themselves so that they can work with their children in the Montessori method. Now, in addition, there might be many of you who have entrepreneurial dreams. You want to open up your own school. You can do that as well with this course. This gives you complete information for that as well. Now, if not a full-fledged school, there are many who would like to open up a activity center or a daycare center. So it helps in all of these areas. App Educators has introduced live teacher training interactive course. This course includes a comprehensive kit of materials which you get, which gives you the experience of learning by doing and master the Montessori method. Now, first, before giving you the information on our course variants, I would quickly like to give you a demonstration of one of our famous materials, the pink tar. Just give me a moment to adjust my camera, please. Can you see both cameras?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If it is not clear, you can always pin it for a better view. Okay, now for any Montessori presentation, there are 3 steps: an invitation, a demonstration. Please mute yourself for a good experience. There's an invitation, there is a demonstration, and there is a wind up. Now, to invite the children for any activity, we would greet them according to the time of the day. Let's say we are doing this with the children in the morning hours in school. So I'll give you a sample conversation. Very good morning, child. How are you today? Are you interested in a new activity? If child consents. Today we are going to work with the pink cubes. Come, let me show you where they are kept. Now they would be kept in shelves. So right now I've kept nearby for your sake. So I take the child to the shelf and show where they are kept and how to pick them. Okay. And then have the child and myself both bring them one by one to the work area on the floor and place them randomly. So we take 5 trips because there are 10 cubes. 1 child, 1 teacher, and teacher will indicate by telling the child where to put them. After a few, they can be picked like this. Do let me know if it is not clear for you, okay?
Ma'am, sorry, your hands are not visible. What you are picking or taking?
Yes, ma'am, it is not able to see anything.
I think
Actually,
for
in other video
because
it
of the
is
background,
visible.
I'll just remove the background.
Actually, other video is clear, ma'am.
And the other video only I'm showing you.
Yes, ma'am. That's the
That only you have
clear.
to see. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
But your hands are not visible. What are you picking and keeping?
Ma'am, actually, we are not able to see the activity you are doing. Just your face is there on the screen, not the activity.
No,
is
the
there.
other camera, pin the
The
other camera.
other camera, pink tower demo.
Pink tower demo camera, you pin.
But
Pin and
ma'am,
tap
you
them.
are only visible.
Yeah, it's visible, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So child, these are the pink cubes. Today we are going to work with them and we are going to make a tower. You watch me carefully and then it's going to be your turn.
It's not visible.
It's not visible?
No,
It's
ma'am, it is
visible.
not
Hmm.
visible, ma'am.
Visible at
Still
all.
the
No,
background is
ma'am, it's
there.
not
You go to the
visible.
pink tower video. Pink tower
Pink
video.
tower.
On the top right, there are 3 dots. Click on them and pin it.
Pink.
Just slide it.
Pink tower video.
Pink tower
Yes.
demo. Yes.
Where it is, ma'am? Unable to see.
Yeah,
Hello.
unable to see, ma'am.
Are you
Ma'am, it's
here?
There.
Are you watching through your phone?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes,
ma'am.
yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Then
Yes.
change the
Yes, ma'am.
screen. Change the screen.
Yeah, now we can see.
Yeah.
Swipe the
Yes.
screen.
Yes.
We have 3 screens, right?
Yes. Everyone can see now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so watch me carefully and then it's going to be your turn.
But only you are visible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Only you are visible. I
No, you
mean,
have to see the other
Yes,
camera.
ma'am. You are not visible.
Yes, yes.
The
You are
hands are
visible,
not
ma'am.
In
visible,
other
ma'am.
camera
You are
also,
visible,
only
ma'am.
you
See
are
the other
visible,
camera,
not
my dear.
activity.
See the other
we
camera.
can see in pink tower demo. We can see
You
that.
can see the pink tower
Yes, it's
demo
visible.
You
It's
look at the
visible.
pink tower demo.
on the mobile.
Check the.
Yes.
Yes.
You are visible, ma'am.
I am
Just
also
look on
visible.
the
There is
pink tower
Teacher
nothing.
is
demo. You'll
also
able
visible.
to
You are
see that.
visible in two screens.
Yes.
Not visible.
Ma'am, ma'am, tower activity is visible, ma'am.
So likewise, the teacher completes the tower and after the tower, she says, let's take an aerial view. Aerial view means walking around the tower to admire it from all sides. So, wo karne ke baad, then you come and sit down and you tell the child, would you like to try now? If child says yes, then the teacher says, can you help me dismantle the cubes? And they both dismantle them again. And then she lets the child complete the tower. Now, when the child has completed, again the teacher says, let's take an aerial view. So when they have done it, then she concludes the activity saying, so child, today we have worked with the pink cubes and we've made a beautiful tower. You're free to make it whenever you like. You may come to me if you need any help. Shall we wind up now? Can you help me put them back in the shelf? Thank you. Then both teacher and child go and replace the things. Okay, let me come back to my original camera. Give me a second.
Ma'am, do you all give this Montessori teaching aids pack also if we want to purchase?
No, they are part of the course. We give them.
Okay, part of the course.
You will get all the kit.
No. The play materials. Like if I
Yeah,
want
the
to purchase.
materials will also be. Otherwise, how will it be a hands-on course? No.
Acha.
So the teacher will give a presentation here, and you get to practice with the materials which at home.
Okay, ma'am.
Acha.
The key materials will be provided to you, and you'll be taught to use other materials by preparing on your own also.
Okay. So, no, I meant to say the tan material, the teaching aid, these materials.
Yes, you will get them.
How
That's
will we
what I
get them,
meant.
madam?
Pardon? If you do
How
the
will we
course.
get them?
If you do the course.
If I do the course.
Yes. No,
Then now
otherwise they are
you're
not for
just
sale.
giving.
Otherwise
No,
they are
I'm
not for sale.
asking. Yeah. Or at least you all can provide us a list that we can purchase from somewhere else later.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, thank you,
That can
ma'am.
be. Yes. Now, what are the certifications and courses? There is a diploma in Montessori course completion certificate. The certificate looks like this. And there is a postgraduate diploma in Montessori course completion certificate from Up Educators. Now, this is an Up Educators diploma. Other than that, now we have government approval and you have a Skill India certificate as well. Yes,
Sorry
Sonika,
to
you have a
interrupt
query?
you, ma'am.
Pardon?
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am, in between. Just wanted to know that this Montessori course, what would be the fees detail
I'm coming
for
to it.
this?
I'm coming to it.
Okay, okay.
So we
And what is
have
the duration?
Yeah, there is a diploma and there's a PG diploma. So the diploma is 4 to 6 months and PG diploma is 8 to 12 months. In addition, whoever does this course gets a Google certified educator certificate also. That's part of the course. You get 100% placement assistance, help in resume building, interview skills, portfolio building, and presentation skills.
Ma'am, it will be applicable for the online classes or direct offline
Online.
classes?
All the classes are online.
Online classes.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
So in this, we have trained 1,000 plus educators who are working in various preschools. Some of the names are on your screens. This is myself, your faculty. I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining myself. I have more than 15 years of experience in this field, starting as a preschool educator, then becoming a Montessori trainer, then heading an international teacher training center with pan-India operations, and now consulting and mentoring Up Educators. Our other senior faculty in the ECC and NTT areas, and our academic head. Other than that, we have visiting faculty from time to time. Whoever are doing these courses get a chance to listen into them. Now, these are the two variants which I talked about, diploma and PG diploma. First, I'll talk about the diploma. It has 4 months of live training and there is 2 months of time you get because, many of you are working. Okay. In fact, most of you might be working. So sometimes alongside the course, you're not able to do your assignments. So you get 2 extra months to submit everything and complete your course because there'll be about 10 assignments and journal making with complete guidance given over here only how to do everything.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, this is Tanvi from Punjab, ma'am. So I am from Punjab. It is eligible for me also.
Anyone from anywhere. You can do it from abroad also.
So where can I do this course?
Here online.
Okay. It is
Okay.
online, not
Yeah.
offline.
So at the end of in the last screen, I will share a form. You can fill it. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, you have to fill it to get your certificate for today's webinar. And if you're interested, you can contact
Ma'am,
your
please
counselor and
please
do it.
provide the contact number also.
Yes, ma'am. Please
Contact
give your
number,
contact number so
fee
that we
details.
If you
can.
fill the form, they will revert.
Okay, ma'am.
Anyways, they will revert.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, how many modules would be there?
I'm coming to that here. So in this course, we have Montessori philosophy, which is key to the course. Without understanding this philosophy, we cannot even use the materials properly. Then you get to learn how to set up the environment. You can set up an environment from scratch. You can set up your school, everything. Then sociology in Montessori, how learning about sociology helps us understand children and helps us in this area. Psychology, then how to plan curriculum and design it based on our understanding of child development. Then the 5 key learning areas of Montessori, which are practical life exercises, sensorial, language, maths, and culture. Yes, Dr. Sapna, you have a query? This is the outline of the diploma course. The fee for this course is 17,900. In addition, the cost of kit is 15,900. Okay, then there is the PG diploma. It is an 8-month course. Here you get 4 months to complete your submissions, 15 assignments. The term 1 course is entirely same as the diploma. Term 2 is observation in Montessori, assessment in Montessori involving parents and community, behavioral and learning difficulties in children, child welfare, health and safety, and calligraphy. It makes it a more rounded course. The fee is 24,900 and the kit is available for 21,000. And now, as a surprise for you, all those who want to enroll today and show interest in enrolling, there's a special offer. The diploma is offered in only 17,900 instead of 33,800. The kit will be complimentary. And the PG diploma is only for 24,900. The kit will be complimentary. Few testimonials from all the people who have done our courses. I'm not going to spend time here. You can always go to our website to learn more about our courses, any of these courses, whichever you're interested in, and more information on these courses if you want to. You should always go there. Now, on my last screen is a link. We should click and fill this form. I'm also going to paste it in the chat if you're not able to access it here. It is mandatory to fill this for your certificate also. I have pasted it. Can you access it?
No.
Check the chat.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. Even here also
Yes, ma'am.
is unable to click over this. No, ma'am. Yet we have not received.
Check again.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes it takes a while, refresh, it will come. I have pasted again twice. It is there.
No, no.
Yes.
It's showing me.
Okay.
Everyone can click it?
Yes, yes.
Great.
Ma'am,
Fill this link, fill this form, click on this link, fill this form. If you want to enroll, then here only here you should fill the feedback also and all the information for your certificate also. Now, anyone has any query, please feel free to ask me. Others, those who have filled the form are free to go.
Ma'am, I just wanted to inquire.
Yes,
By
please.
when will these courses start, ma'am?
See, we have various timelines of course starting. So you should talk to the counselor and they will give you complete information.
Fine, fine. And it's for the PG diploma is for 4 months, na?
PG diploma is 8 months. The diploma course is for 4 months.
4 months, okay.
4 to 6.
And daily 1 hour class? Daily 1 hour?
It will be 3 days a week, 1.5 hours.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
8:30 to 10 at night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone else has a query? Otherwise, thank you for being such a lovely audience. Good night, everyone. I'm still here for anyone who has a query.
Hello, this is
Yes.
Tanvi again. Ma'am, after this course, what will be the future of our trainees? Then we can get the jobs in everywhere?
Yes, very easily. And placement assistance is provided here.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm not able to open the link. As I am opening it, it will be getting closed, ma'am. Certificate.
You are
I'm
not
facing
able to
problem.
click on the chat?
Ma'am, I am clicking it, but it is getting closed again and again very quickly.
Let me try to send it to your chat.
Yes, ma'am. Please. Thank you
For
so
you.
much.
Me also, ma'am.
1 second. Sonia.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Rachna this side.
Yes, Rachna.
Ma'am, I'm not visible to link
You
for
can't see the
certificate.
link?
Yes, ma'am.
Sonia, I have shared with you. Check whether you are able to access it or not. Rachna, I'll send you.
Okay, ma'am.
Check
Ma'am,
your
me also
personal
not
chat.
able to click the link, ma'am.
Are you Rachna Agi?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am, it's not again. Little bit was showing, but again it was closed quickly. I don't know why.
It's showing, ma'am, loading, but it is not visible.
Is your network working?
No,
Sometimes it is
ma'am.
slow.
Ma'am, can we get it afterwards in the like WhatsApp and anywhere if it is possible?
You can provide it on the WhatsApp link, na?
You can talk to the
Yes,
counselor
ma'am.
in case you're not getting. Anyone else who's not getting it?
Ma'am,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not getting it.
Ma'am,
Rachna
me
here.
also it's not getting,
Your
ma'am.
name, please?
Purnima.
Purnima. Okay.
मैम
I'll
तरुणा
share it.
आहूजा also मैम डाउनलोड नहीं हो रहा है. It's been done, that certificate is there, but download नहीं, it's not there.
It will happen. Sometimes it takes time. If you're filled and just the certificate is not loading, it will happen.
Show हो रहा है, it's there on the screen, but download button if I press na, तो it's not getting it. So they have written over there na, in mail they will provide.
That will come to you.
So mail will.
If the certificate is visible, then it's not a problem.
Thank you so
Okay,
much, ma'am.
certificate is visible. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much
It was very-
for this wonderful session and
Yes,
informative.
ma'am.
And please, I would like to take the contact number if possible.
Okay, Priya, just give me a
Yes.
second. I'll just give it in your chat.
Actually, not yet, but at coming time, I would like to do this.
Just give me a second. You are the Priya.
Yes, ma'am. I also want your contact number.
There are two Priyas here.
Priya
Actually, ma'am,
Agrawal.
kindly share it
Yes,
on the
The
ma'am.
one
I
with the
WhatsApp
also
chat.
Krishna
want
picture.
your contact
Kindly
number.
share
One with the
your
Krishna picture
contact.
in your DP.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Exactly.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
kindly
kindly
share your
share the
number with
details
me
where we
also.
can contact. Like if you are okay with sharing your phone number, or else you can give your mail ID so where we can
The form link is
text you.
available in the group also if anyone is not still able to access it.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Pardon?
Hello, good evening, ma'am. This is Vani Anand, ma'am.
Yes, Vani.
Ma'am, can you share your contact number, please?
I am sharing the contact number of the concerned counselor for whoever is interested. I am sharing with Priya.
From where we can get, ma'am? From where?
I have
From
shared
the
in the
chat
chat.
box.
Vani, I'll share in
Right,
your
right.
chat also.
Right. Thank you. Thank
Otherwise,
you.
you must be having the contact of the counselor who contacted you, na? You can talk to them.
Okay, ma'am. Nobody has contacted me, ma'am.
Okay, so if you were not contacted, then I'll give you the number.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Vani, I have shared with you. Who else wants it?
Jenny,
Me,
ma'am.
ma'am. Radha.
Okay, Jenny.
Ma'am, can I have the number?
Yes, ma'am. I also need.
Just hold on for a bit, please. Who wants a number can stay back for a moment.
Can I have the number,
Okay,
ma'am,
ma'am.
please?
One by one. I've
Jenny, ma'am.
shared with Jenima now. Who else?
Madam, me,
Priyanka
Pooja
Chavan.
Chopra.
Pooja.
Yeah.
Sunny Tiwari.
Ma'am, I also could not download.
It is in the WhatsApp group also, the link.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Pooja, I have shared with you.
Priyanka Chavan.
Pardon?
Priyanka Chavan.
Okay, 1 second. Shared, Priyanka.
Ma'am, thank you so much.
Come.
Let me check.
Anyone else who didn't receive the number they needed?
Where has it's
In your
in
personal
the
chat.
Chat. Ma'am, I could not find it. Can you please dictate the number? I will write it down.
No, in the chat you will find it. In your chat.
Okay.
Check your personal chat.
Okay, ma'am.
Otherwise, if you have filled the form anyway, someone will contact you. Don't worry.
I could not fill the form.
Thank you, everyone. Good night for being a lovely audience. Bye bye.
Good night.